more, we are joined by the California Attorney General, Rob Bonta. Mr. Attorney General, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
What is your overall reaction to the injunction?
We're grateful that the court agreed with us when we sought our temporary restraining order today, that he saw that the Chino Valley animus-driven mandatory outing policy was a clear and present danger to children, to their physical safety, to their mental health, to their psychological and emotional well-being, and took the right step today to halt any implementation of the policy for the time being until we're back in court in about a month. And he had clearly read the papers, saw the danger, saw the violation of civil rights and constitutional rights. And what's important about today's decision are two things. One, he identified that there is the likelihood of imminent and irreparable harm. And second, he found that there's a likelihood of success on the merits for the state of California in moving to strike down this discriminatory, dangerous, and unlawful policy.
Well, the Chino Valley School District, of course, went ahead and issued a statement. We want to read some of that to you. They said in part, the district will continue to encourage parents, guardians, and all community partners to remain united in assisting and supporting our youth. Now, with that said, we have heard from district officials there and plenty of parents who are opposed to this. And essentially, their point, Attorney General, is, look, I'm the parent. I know what's best for my children. Why don't you agree with that? And then also, if a school official does know or think that a parent is dangerous, isn't that a time that the CPS, the Child Protective Services, should then get involved?
If they want to do what is appropriate to protect their kids, then they should stop breaking the law. They should stop violating the civil rights of children. They should stop violating the constitutional rights of children. They should stop taking steps which put children in danger, that risk their physical safety, that hurt them psychologically and emotionally. They're doing all those things in a very remarkable way. This one policy violates two sections of the California State Constitution, the Equal Protection Clause, as well as the privacy protections enshrined in our California Constitution. It violates two separate codes of California statute, the Government Code and the Education Code. They go out of their way to attack children. And don't take my word for it. Listen to their own words from the dais during the school board debate on this. They said that for these children, it's an illusion, it's a mental illness, it's a perversion, that they need non-affirming environments so they can get better. This is fueled by animus. There is discriminatory intent, discriminatory impact. And so if they want to support children as they say they do, then they should stop implementing this policy. And they are now stopping implementing the policy because a court forced them to. So this isn't just me saying it. This is a court of law which heard their arguments, reviewed their briefing, heard their citations to the law, and found that they were likely to lose on the merits. So whatever narrative or spin, whatever words they want to invoke, the only North Star here is, are you adhering to the law or are you violating it? And they are violating it. And the court agreed with us today.
But there are parents that say that I know my kid the best, and if I've got to sign a field trip permission slip, if I've got, the school calls me and tells me my kid's sick, I got to come home for the day, why shouldn't I be notified about this, something so personal? What do you say to those parents?
This is apples. Those are apples and oranges. They're talking about things where, any child gets sick. That's not what this policy is. This policy targets, singles out one group of people because of who they are, and they are a protected class of people, transgender students. This policy only applies to them, no one else, and it puts them in danger. This violates privacy rights that go to identity and bodily autonomy. The California Constitution does not allow for that. We told the Chino Valley School Board that their contemplated policy would likely violate the law. They disregarded it. Then we brought them into court. We told them again that it violated the law. Now a court has told them it violates the law. How many people need to tell them it violates the law? They had a policy. that was supportive and provided for counseling and encouraged communication between students and parents. And they discarded it in favor of this unconstitutional, illegal policy. And so they cannot do that.
More to come on this. I believe the next court date is October the 13th. If I got that wrong, I know it's in mid-October. So we will follow up with that when that happens. California Attorney General Rob Bonta, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.